So, do you think affirmative action will help heal the multi-generational problems of slavery?
Okay, I guess the claim I'm making is that affirmative action is constitutional.
Tell me about your claim.
I wanted to talk about affirmative action because we haven't really gotten to it, and it's recently been revoked based on the new Supreme Court ruling. And I firmly believe that affirmative action is constitutional and is a right that certain American citizens deserve. And I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, the 14th Amendment allows for equal protection regardless of race, and it's a colorblind amendment. And the whole idea of affirmative action is to try to give people extra boost based on their skin color or their racial background, which by definition cuts underneath the idea of equal protection.
Okay, so do you know why the 14th Amendment was founded and the Equal Protection and Equal Rights Act
Yeah, the 14th
exists?
Amendment was a post-Civil War amendment. 14,
Yes.
15, 16, 17 were all during Reconstruction.
So what was it in response to?
Slavery.
And who were slaves?
Well, that's an important point. So, do you think affirmative action will help heal the multi-generational problems of slavery?
I do. I really do.
Okay.
Because, so let's just talk about the history for a second. First slaves come in 1619. It doesn't end until 1800. Then we go into Jim Crow laws starting in 1877, and Black people are not given equal rights until officially 1965. Would you agree with that?
That's generally the correct telling.
Can we also acknowledge, due to the laws under Jim Crow, that Black people were significantly hindered from economic
Got it.
advancement?
This is a really important question. The data shows not really. It was evil, it was terrible, but Black Americans are poorer today in 2024 than they were in the 1950s.
Yes. Why do you think that is?
Good question. So we have the Civil Rights Act, we have more benefits, more government programs. Something changed between the 1950s and 2024. So there's two answers to this question. Either America got more racist since 1950s to 2024, so like that 70-year period, because Black Americans are worse off today per capita.
Yeah,
than
I would
they
agree
were.
with this.
You agree with that? Okay, good. Then in the 1950s. Or there's another explanation, and I think the truth is somewhere in the middle, which is I think you would acknowledge that the disappearance of the Black father has been the #1 driver of Black poverty in this country. Now, there are reasons for that.
What do you think the reasons for that are?
Well, culture is one. Would you agree? But can we at least agree that Black dads not being around is a bad thing?
Anyone's father not being around is a bad
No,
thing.
of course,
not
but
specifically.
75% of Black youth are not raised with a father in the home. It's the highest of any group in the country. It used to be 25% in the 1950s, so it's gone up dramatically in 70 years.
Okay, so you are blaming the fact that Black people have not been able to achieve economic equality and
Or even
advancement in
progress.
this
It's 'cause
country
they've had decrease.
specifically and solely because
solely.
of the absence